Hello, 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 everyone. Is it good morning? Yes, it is still good morning. Happy Sunday. Surprise, surprise. Um, Let me get that going in a second. Hi, everyone. We are back for DIY Halloween ornaments. So let me get this going. I thought I had, but I didn't. And I hate to miss getting a time lapse of my stuff. And then I have a funny story for you guys. Okay, so I have a selection of, there we go, Halloween t shirts. I have a selection of Halloween earrings. The earrings are here on my desk. I've showed them to you. And the t shirts are behind that wall. So I go upstairs to get ready to come on here this morning. And my t shirts are down here. So I only come down in this because my t shirts are down here. And I get all ready and I come over and I sit down and I set up and I plug everything in and I put my camera on and I'm shirtless. So, needless to say, back it up. Good morning, Eyes of Art, and put on a shirt. Which reminds me of another funny story, which I will tell you when I get started. But let's check it out first. So here is the paper chain countdown. It has the cutest. Let me see if I can find some of them on here. The cutest Halloween graphics. There's a little jack-o'-lantern. Um, there's a little princess. Did you get a peek at that ghost? We got some bats. Are those bats or are they something else? I think they're bats. Wait, there they are, bats. So this is a download. You can make it all at once. It's a countdown, 1 through 30, with some extra pages for you. And you can snag that PDF. And then here is what we're working on. So far we have done the shells, the 3 witches. You can catch the replays. What else? Oh, these really fun ceramic trees. And then I turned a greeting card into an ornament. And then there's other ones on here that are to come. Okay? So those are all there for you. You can go watch them. They're all on my YouTube. Today we're painting a haunted house. So I'm gonna turn you guys around and then I'm gonna tell you my other funny story. So let's open this. Okay. So years ago, so I am a woman of a certain age. If you too are a woman of a certain age, you know exactly what that means. Okay? We run hot, we run cold. Our temperature is all over the crazy place, right? You never know. So years ago, when I first was starting out in my business, I wasn't teaching. I was selling products. I was selling signs. I was selling hand painted tins, wine glasses, whatever. Now I basically focus on teaching and sharing my passion for art with you guys. You know that. Concentrate on my classes and my kits and my YouTube channel. But years ago, that wasn't the way I was selling product. So let me get my rag. Yes, yeah, we're both, yeah, we are, right? Exactly. So I was taking pictures in my kitchen. I have a beautiful, huge kitchen. I'm not shy about it. It has great, what do you call it? Natural light, lots of windows, great natural light. And I used to paint these gorgeous tins that I would get from uh, Walmart. Okay. And they were really nice. And I would paint on them. And they were galvanized metal. They were tins, they were metal. So one day I was in the kitchen, I was taking pictures, and you set them up and you putting some little props in the picture and whatever. And before you know it, the sun was beating and I was so hot as Hades. Hot as Hades. So I take my shirt off. I'm home, I'm by myself, there's nobody here. Take my shirt off and I continue to do the pictures. And I probably did this for like an hour. So when all was said and done, then a little bit of editing goes into them. You want to brighten up the pictures. You want to crop them. You want to make sure the cat didn't get in there. Well, you guys, I didn't have to worry about the cat because there was my topless, shirtless reflection in every one of those pictures. So there had gone an hour's worth of work right down the toilet. Delete, 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 delete. And there went that. So let that be a reminder to you. You never know what is reflecting and working like a mirror when we're trying to be like doing something or taking pictures. All right. So I base coated in yellow and pink because I want my windows to be yellow and pink on the background. Let me put something else down. Put this down. I know I cover up, then I want to keep clean. I don't want to keep clean. Try and keep clean as much as I can. So we're painting a haunted house. I'm going to put some twine on this, and then we're going to have a haunted house ornament. So what are you guys doing today? Who has football on? We have unplugged. We have canceled anything but basic cable. So now, depending on what channels the game is on, if they're on, we have all the mainstream channels. Back in the day when we only had, 13 channels? You had to get up to change the channel. And if you were the youngest like me, you were the remote. You were the mandatory remote for the TV. Anyway, so we only have basic cable now because it was ridiculously expensive. I got tired of spending all that money. The cable company here on Long Island where I live has a monopoly on cable, and I hate it. And so we finally went to basic cable. So now we have basic cable and internet, and we stream. I have Netflix and one other channel. I forget what it is. Paramount, maybe? So depending on what channel the games are on, that is what my husband can watch for football. So I don't know what he's doing today, if he's watching football or not. It's a beautiful day. He did have a play date yesterday. Play date. He loves when I say that. He had a play date yesterday with his friends. He had golf all day. He was gone into the wee hours. And when I say wee hours, I mean 9:30 at night, because those are the wee hours for me. I was ready for bed. Actually, when he came home, I was upstairs watching Netflix. I wasn't in bed. I was on the bed. And he comes in. He's like, you're in bed already? I'm like, no, I'm not in bed. I'm on bed, because I wasn't, in the bed yet. But he came home. I went to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth, and I got in the bed. And that was that. So by 10 o'clock, I was hunkered down under the covers. Big Saturday night. Woohoo! But he had a good time with his friends. It was a beautiful day. And, it's nice to have other interests out there. Right? So that is my haunted house base coated. I'm going to put that in the water, and I'm going to get out another brush. So I think we might go today out to eat. I want to go get a pumpkin. I got some mums. I'll share a picture later. I got some mums. Well, I didn't get them. He got them. Mums and some, it's not hay, it's straw. I was corrected for my front stoop. Who calls it a stoop? Do you guys call it a stoop, a step? Do you have steps into the front of your house? Is your house ground level? Here in New York, a lot of us have basements. And so a lot of us have front steps. Our houses are not ground level, because if you have a basement, your house is out of the ground a little bit, and then you have to walk up into the house. Now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put in the panes. Isn't this cute? I'm doing the easy parts first. I don't know if this is getting hot, and I'm afraid to touch it. How do you know if your glue gun is getting hot, if you don't touch it. Oh, it's hot because I squeezed it. There you go. What's been your guys' favorite ornament so far? I need fresh white. It's nice to just be using these colors over and over again. There's a certain palette for Halloween, and it's usually black, white, purple, orange, yellow, and I love to use this lime green. I like the way the lime green just makes everything pop for Halloween. Let me get this thing out here. It's clogging up my purple. So what's been your favorite? I'll tell you what. On YouTube, the favorite for the YouTube, and I can only go by views, has been the oyster shells Mod Podge. That video on YouTube is killing it. So apparently they like that one. But the jury's still out because I have a couple pre-records for Tuesday and Wednesday that are coming up. I gave you a glimpse of when I showed you the tree. And those are cool too. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of a spider web up here. And I'm just following the shape of the chimney. Then I need all my fibers to come together. Now, if you wanted to, you can do all these details. Let me do another one. You can do all these details with a paint pen. You don't have to do them with a brush. Totally up to you. I hate spiders, you guys, but I am enamored with their webs. Sometimes we have like the coolest webs outside in the bushes and on the trees. It is pretty incredible. I'll get out a little bit of this mint green that I like so much. And I just keep using my palette over and over again. And you can put as much detail on this as you want. It's totally up to you. Oh, I have yellow already. All right. You don't have to do all this if you don't want. You can be simple. You can be detailed. You can put an entire stencil on the background and make it look like brick or stone. Totally up to you. These were cut out already from this little house. I don't even know where I got this little house. I was just looking through my stash this morning and being like, okay, what can be an ornament? That was like yesterday. So yesterday we turned ceramic Christmas tree ornaments into Halloween ornaments. And today, and a greeting card and a Halloween greeting card. And today I'm using this little wood cutout and making it into a haunted house. And then I'm just going to attach a little string to the back and hang it. I will paint the back as well. I like when we paint the back of ornaments. I just can't right now because I'm busy. And it'll get all messed up if I did that. Oh, I meant to show you guys. So when I was talking before about my stash of t-shirts, here is my stash of earrings. I have the skull heads. I have the three witches, which I can't believe I forgot to wear these the other day when I actually painted the three witch ornaments. I have my black cats. I have my ghosts. And then these are fun. This pair and this pair I actually made last year in the 31 Days of Halloween. And I'm wearing my black cat and jack-o'-lanterns. Talking about black cats and jack-o'-lanterns, I'm going to paint a little bit of a jack-o'-lantern here. I could paint this whole thing in orange, but I'm going to paint it with separate strokes. So we're going to let that dry a little bit, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add some more to it. I need some white, and I'm going to paint a ghost. How cute is that? These are just base coating. Then I'm going to come in, put some glare on my glass. And we have to add some detail. I skip around a lot because while I'm working on one, come back to another section, then another section, then another section. So if you're catching this on the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments so I know. And if you're on the YouTube, let me know that too, because I only see all the comments come in here all together. So I don't know who's where. What do you guys think so far? I'm going to use the back of my brush, give my ghost some eyes, and then a little ghost mouth. I'm going to mix up a little bit of gray. So I want to do a bat, but you're not going to see the bat on the black. So I'm going to mix up some gray. I'm going to make my bat gray. This way, you'll be able to see it. Just a little bit of a doodle bat. Give him some legs. And fill it in. I'll come over here. I'll give him some black details in a minute. But again, base coating and letting it dry. So what's today? I did Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's only day 4. Today's only day 4, so we have 9 more days. Next weekend, we're going into New York City. My girls will be home. We're going in to see a comedy show and go to dinner. Actually, well, yeah, I guess dinner. The comedy show is a matinee. But I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. I just need a tiny, tiny bit of brown. I could have done it black. But since I have the paint, I will use it. A tiny bit of brown for my pumpkin stem. So that's what we have so far. Now I'm going to highlight some of my windows. This reminds me of the village that I paint. I have a fall village, a spring village, a Christmas village, and a summer village on my Etsy. The fall one is very, well, not very, but it's kind of like leans towards being a little bit, what do you call it? Halloween-y, but it's mostly fall. But I should do an entire Halloween one. Put a little bit of shadow up there on my ghost so it looks a little bit more like it's flowing. Just add a little bit of gray in there. And then I think I put a little bit too much white on this one. So I'm just going to go back over it with some black. And there we go. I want to add some ribs to my bat. Okay. And I'm waiting for my pumpkin to dry. And while I wait for my pumpkin to dry, I'm going to cut a little bit of this twine. Tie it in a knot. And then, without making a mess, glue it to the back. I tie it in the knot because I feel like putting it in a knot gives the glue a lot more surface to attach to. So I make the knot first, and then I put the glue dollop there, and then I put the knot in the glue. And so there we have it. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the rest of my haunted house. All while I wait for my pumpkin to dry so I can make my jack-o'-lantern. I'm just lightly tracing the outline of the house. Just makes such a difference, right? Just a little bit of that on there and makes quite the difference. If I had a little bit extra, I would put a tree next to it, but I don't. So actually, but you know what I can do? Let me see if I can do this little spider. I'll get some red. And again, yes, my spider should be black, but because my wall and my house is black, I think I'm going to try and do my spider red. Does it really matter? I say this all the time. There's no art police. Nobody's going to come and tell you that your spider can't be red. Okay? Actually, it looks more like a crab, doesn't it? I'll put the eyes in, I'll double down. So now we have a crabby spider up there. All right, now I'm going to come in here and finish painting in. If you want to do this with a Sharpie or a paint pen, you certainly can. It's just very important that you wait for your paint to 100% dry. If your paint is not dry, you will ruin your paint pen or your Sharpie. Okay? My paint is not completely dry, but because I'm doing it with a brush, it doesn't matter. But it will matter. You will ruin the tip on your Sharpie or your paint pen if you don't wait for your paint to be 100% dry. I'm going to add a little bit of highlight here to my pumpkin as well. And I think that is it. So let me grab my tree again. Move my stuff out the way. There we go. If you guys haven't seen this yet, this is my Three Witches journal. If you haven't seen this yet, this is available on my website. It is adorbs, easy to create. I have a video. But let me get my tree. Let me turn you guys around. Let me get my tree. So here we go. I am going to paint the back of it, but let's add this right now to our Halloween tree. And there we go. So it's a little big for my tree, but that's okay. Everybody's tree is different, and it's just fun. And there we have the start of our, yep. You see some on here you haven't learned yet. They're coming. And we have a little ribbon there for some garland. But we're working on it. I can't wait for it to be completely finished. So thank you guys for joining me. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.